What's up, Star Wars fans? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. After the latest Age of Resistance comic book hit shelves on September the 11th, featuring Supreme Leader Snoke training Kylo Ren, the internet is back buzzing with rumors and speculations regarding Snoke's backstory. One of the theories held by a number of people that has managed to resurrect itself is one where people believe that Snoke actually is Emperor Palpatine. I'm going to take a look at the reason for the rumor, and I'm not about to apologize for this, but I'm going to tell you why it's completely ridiculous to think that Snoke is Palpatine. Now, if you're completely new to my channel or you haven't been here in a long time, my name is Prince, and I debunk a lot of these theories that get people excited but turn out to be nothing but smoke. So you may remember me from some of my greatest hits, like why Snoke is not Darth Plagueis. Snoke is not Darth Plagueis confirmed. 3 reasons that Snoke is a fraud. Was Snoke in Rogue One? Snoke is not Mace Windu. Kanan Jarrus is not Snoke. The Grand Inquisitor is not Snoke. Snoke is not the son of Mortis. Snoke's connection to Palpatine. Snoke is not an ancient force-wielding god. Snoke is not the first Jedi. And Cypher Dyas is not Snoke. Basically, people have been throwing shit at the wall since 2016 with these Snoke theories, and I've been chilling here on YouTube saying, hey y'all, this shit on the wall, hey, it doesn't matter how you throw it, how you paint it, or how it smears, it's still shit on the wall. I wish there was a way to rub your faces in it, because look, it's all shit. So now people are back to saying that Palpatine is Snoke. I mean, yo, at first Snoke was Plagueis, because the only way to tie these movies together is for Snoke to be Plagueis. Really? Is that the only way? Well, no. Snoke has to be Palpatine now, because if he is Palpatine, then it makes all of these new movies make sense. But you said the only way for anything to make sense was that if Snoke was Plagueis. So how will Snoke being Palpatine now make things make sense? I mean, so what you're saying is that if Snoke is not Palpatine, then things won't make sense? I mean, yo, because what I'm saying is that Snoke was just a dude who took advantage of an opportunity that presented itself while Palpatine was in the background pulling all the strings to act out his contingency plan. But you're saying that if that's the case, things won't make sense? Because if that is the case, like I've been saying, look, stop watching this video. Stop watching Star Wars. Seriously. No, wait, Prince. It's not that serious, bro. Yo, if it's not that serious, then stop talking this nonsense about what will make the movies make sense and what won't make them make sense, because you don't know the story. But what the story looks like is something that I picked up from the concept art at least 2 years ago, really 3. And I've been knocking off all these Snoke theories. And you know why? Because I kept saying, look, there's another bad guy in the shadows. Maybe it's a new Sith Lord who's pulling all the strings. I don't have much, but this one picture gives me an impression that this is what the story is going to be. The Sith are somewhere out there in the ether. I don't know. And y'all who've been watching for a hot minute, look, am I wrong? Have I not been saying this for the last 2 or 3 years? Yo, man, it's whatever. People like to do this thing that I call proof texting. Proof texting is when you take a quote or a statement completely out of context and use it to support your own interpretation. So look, in this new Snoke comic book that came out a few days ago, Snoke takes Kylo Ren to Dagobah for part of his training. Dagobah is the planet where Yoda stays as a hermit to await whoever's going to train to defeat Vader and the Emperor. Now, we know that person to be Luke Skywalker because Luke goes there in Empire Strikes Back and in Return of the Jedi. But what we later learned is that Yoda actually wanted to train Leia because he felt that she was the stronger of the 2 Skywalker twins. Now, on Dagobah, there's this cave that is strong with the dark side of the Force. Yoda goes into the tree cave where he experiences a vision of the future, and he learns the identity of the Dark Lord of the Sith as Darth Sidious. Of course, he doesn't learn until the very end that Darth Sidious is actually Chancellor Palpatine. Later, Luke goes into that same cave where he's confronted by a vision of Darth Vader. And we know how that goes. Luke wins a short duel against Vader. And when Vader's helmet explodes, it reveals a scarred and burned face of Luke Skywalker. Now, there are several interpretations of what that could mean. That's not the topic of this video. So, in the Snoke comic, Snoke takes Kylo Ren to this same cave to confront his fears. During the training, Snoke makes comments to Kylo Ren about how if he had Luke by his side, he would have conquered the galaxy a long time ago. Snoke appears to make these references to things in the past, and maybe Snoke is telling the truth. But look, here's the thing. Snoke talks a whole lot of smack to Kylo Ren. Snoke tells Kylo Ren about how awesome Luke is compared to Kylo Ren because for whatever reason, Kylo Ren hates his uncle Luke. Kylo Ren goes into the cave and he does not think twice about fighting Luke and striking him down. I mean, look at the duel on Crate between Kylo Ren and Luke. Even when he killed Han Solo, he hesitated. Kylo Ren did not pull the trigger on his mother during the space battle in The Last Jedi because he hesitated. But he does not hesitate at all with Luke. For whatever reason, he hates Luke Skywalker. Now, Snoke is talking all this smack to Kylo Ren about how much better he would be with Luke as his apprentice than Kylo Ren. And that's the reason that people think that Snoke is Palpatine. I mean, yo, that is some pretty weak logic. I mean, Snoke must really be Palpatine, or somehow Palpatine is controlling Snoke. But what about this stuff about Snoke finding the First Order wandering lost in the unknown regions? Because, I mean, if Snoke was Palpatine, why did he have to murder and manipulate his way up the ranks into a leadership role? He could have just said, hey, y'all, I'm Palpatine. I'm your emperor. It's me, y'all. I was attacked by Luke Skywalker and deformed by the Death Star, but now I'm back. I mean, he pulled that lie in Revenge of the Sith with the Senate when he became emperor, so why wouldn't it work a second time? I mean, if Snoke is really Palpatine, why is there a Sith fleet out there that Snoke, for whatever reason, has been unable to find? Snoke learned about Palpatine's contingency. I mean, why would Snoke even need to learn about Palpatine's plans if he were actually Palpatine? All of this stuff I'm telling you about Snoke finding the First Order's fleet, piling up a high body count to rise through the ranks, and learning of Palpatine's plans, this is all canon. I mentioned it in previous videos, but if you want to read it for yourself, just check out the novel of The Last Jedi, or you can get it on Audible, and there's a link in the video description for a free trial to Audible. I mean, this stuff about Snoke being Palpatine, this nonsense has got to stop. It's like no one is capable of doing anything in this freaking story unless they're related to somebody else or they're this person reincarnated. Snoke is Plagueis. No, Snoke is Palpatine. Rey is Anakin reincarnated. Finn is Mace Windu's son. Poe is secretly Han and Leia's son. Even though Han and Leia were not even a couple when Poe Dameron was born. Like, all of these really bad fan theories and rumors that get spread make me wish that Kylo Ren had not destroyed that cave on Dagobah, because I wish I could go there and not have to hear about another dumb fucking rumor on Reddit, some Mike Zero clickbait crap, or the 1000th video from Star Wars Theory about how Snoke really didn't die in Episode 8 and is going to play a big part in Episode 9. I mean, frankly, the stuff that becomes popular with the Star Wars community is mostly bullshit. And then that reminds me of why I wanted to do these videos, because I was tired of hearing bullshit. And I wanted a place where I could just say, hey man, that's a bunch of nonsense and this is why. I mean, this time 4 years ago, the Star Wars community was running around saying that Kylo Ren is actually Luke Skywalker and Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord. Look, my friend Roberto Blake tells me that all of these kind of speculations are fun, but they're not fun to me. I hear that kind of stuff and think, whoever said that is some kind of moron, and so are the people spreading it. But But I guess that's just me though. So look, I know this video probably rubs some people the wrong way. I'll probably get some comments that say, Prince, you're a douchebag, man. I'm gonna unsubscribe. Hey, that's cool. I mean, to be honest, instead of believing these crappy theories, you all should just go do some fucking push-ups and squats. Go do some Spider-Man crawls. If I'm being 100, look, I would rather talk about that stuff than Star Wars anyway. Because right now, I just don't think much about the Star Wars community here on YouTube. I mean, maybe it might be time for me to hang this up and focus on fitness, which is what Urban Acolyte is supposed to be about anyway. The path to becoming a Jedi through fitness, martial arts, and meditation. Not sitting around jerking off to some dumbass fan theories that are basically fan fiction. Like that Rey is a Sith spy video. Because that was stupid too. So normally, I ask a question and ask what you all think. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably not gonna read what anyone has to say about this particular video. This whole Snoke being Palpatine thing is fucking stupid to me. I mean, maybe you think otherwise. And if you do, hey, look, go make a video about it. Call it Why Urban Acolyte is Wrong About Snoke Not Being Palpatine. Share it with all of your friends and make 100 more videos about why I'm basically wrong about everything. And if that works for you, you might get a big paycheck in January after the smoke clears from episode 9. And then you can be a big time YouTuber. Because people just make these videos for money half the time anyway, and they don't believe the shit they're talking about. But that's all I'm going to say in this video, because this topic is really dumb. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you. Always.